Hey, good afternoon. I just wanted to record a video talking about Mars going into the sign of Virgo. After the last 6 to 7 weeks, he's been in the sign of Leo, which Leo represents the ability to be heart driven, driven by having the open mindedness that the opposite sign of Leo is theoretically supposed to have the Aquarius, but balancing it with an open heart. And in that, this shift from Leo can be from the center of the world, the center at the top of the proverbial pyramid, Leo, and then Mars comes into Virgo, which can easily just learn to define itself by what it lacks, by what it doesn't have, by what it isn't good at. Now, in a more ideal sense, I see the shift from Leo to Virgo as coming into a more reflective energy on the ego, understanding the humility that it takes to do a job well, not perfectly, because Virgo's an earth sign, so we're not talking about perfection. But the more important aspect of this is that until January 6th of 2022, we're under an evening star, Venus evening star. That's the alignment of the sun, Earth, and Venus, our primal memory of what happens in this alignment while we're interuterine, of how the wounds that we can be working on to heal with others. And so with it being an Aries, an evening star, Mars is really important for us to determine how to follow our personal passions. And so for these next 6 to 7 weeks, while he's in the sign of Virgo, it can be a purging of the egocentric realities in order to more align with the intentional parts of our soul. Now, I'm doing some work with Tavish Cardiff on Our Raw Material. That's ourrawmaterial.com. And so when I'm talking about the ego and soul balancing, I'm getting some of that from the Our Raw Material studies, and we have an Instagram and YouTube channel as well. So if you want to flesh more of that out, you can. But I'm using this energy of balancing the ego and soul from an astrological perspective. And because Virgo can be so precise about what it isn't good at, what isn't happening right, or being too self-depreciative and even self-saboteur. And this Mars went into Virgo with the moon in Aries. So there's a lot of energy around the boldness, but also the fear that Aries can engender when Virgo's involved, wanting to get things right, wanting to save face, feeling like it can be, out on the ledge and not being able to produce what it wants or what everyone needs. And so it's important that we look at this from a historical perspective, that we don't automatically think that just because the warrior is in discerning and more humble Virgo, that we can't still get stuff done. We can get stuff done very well. It's just discerning when to work, when not to work, when to give, when not to give, when to be self-depreciating and when not to be. So, but go outside at sunset and watch, when Venus is the evening star. Realize that she's in her lover's phase, so it has to deal with how was your day, what did you accomplish today, looking at the to-do list and prioritizing our intentions. Now, if you want something more personal to your sign and your rising sign, then put something in the comment notes or shoot me a communication text at www.beliefisnotrequired.com. Beliefisnotrequired.com, and then I can tailor this message to you. But happy warrior, precise, exacting, but perfectionistic, not so much.